The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent, including Olas Media.
Olas Media.
I am your host, Mr. Wowzer. We are the Doty Connection. Today, we are going to be talking about some very, very deep topics that I feel is going to touch your soul, as well as recommend you to some great products from Cold Fire Extracts and True Classics, True OG. Trust me, it's going to hit you hard.
Wow.
Anyade and Wagwan, welcome to the Doty Connection. I am your host, Mr. Wowzer. Huge shout out to our sponsors, Cold Fire Extracts, March and Nash. Shout out to Doty, Farming the Felon. Shout out to Olas Media. IVC me, we in here, Schmel. We got a special episode today with a special guest. I can't wait to bring it to you guys. But first, we're going to get into our segment, Cough Drops. You know what it's time for? It's time for Cough Drops, where I drop the coughs all over you. Yeah, so I'm going to drop some good flour on you. The suggestions that I got for this one today, I'm really excited about. My homie Bobby definitely put me on this one for Farmer and the Felon. Tried it myself. It's a great, great strand. I'm talking about Doc 15 from Farmer and the Felon. Doc's OG is an indica-dominant hybrid strand created through crossing the potent face-off OG crossed with rare dark dankness #1 strands. The name says it all with this bud, honestly. The Doc's OG high is totally perfect for treating a wide variety of conditions and packs potency that will help even with the most experienced of users. The THC and CBD percentage is 33.72% and 0.8% for the CBD. The top reported conditions that are eased from this that I care about is insomnia, depression, chronic pain, muscle spasms, nausea, or appetite loss. The top reported strand flavors are sweet herbal flavors, hint of rich spices as well as fresh woods. It's a really good strand, no cap. I done rolled it up and it's sweet. And man, when I kissed that baby, it was talking right back to me. Cold Fire Extracts, you know I got to bring it in with a bang. Shout out to the gods. Amazing. The taste is great, clean and pure. It's loud like flour, super tasty, great effects, and long-lasting buzz. This is why Cold Fire Extracts is the #1 go-to vape in the cannabis space. It scored a high 95 from the highest critic because of its standard of greatness in every category. Compared to Solventless, this is almost equalish, but it's definitely better than Solventless. Go ahead and give them a taste and a ring. Cold Fire Extracts is my thing. Smo. Any one of their vapes is something to go ahead and puff on, enjoy, and let me know what you think. Hello. Yes, Lord. I do have a very special guest that I want to introduce the world to. She has a very poppin' YouTube, also TikTok subscriber channel fan base, damn near as active as the Beehive. She's been doing it for a long time. I actually co-produced just a few records for her instrumentals for her videos and had the pleasure with working from her. She is from the town, San Diego, California. I am going to introduce the Sassy Trucker. Hello. Yes, Lord. Welcome to the show. How you doing today?
Doing good. Thanks for having me on.
Thank you for coming on. So, hey, look, you know me. I want to get straight to the meat, then to the bone, and then to the sauce of everything, okay?
Okay.
So, what got you into trucking specifically?
Well, I need to kind of run away from San Diego. Everything was getting, chaotic there. So I decided to get into truck driving and to go to trucking school because I like to travel, explore the wonders of the world, and plus it's very lucrative, and I can make a very great income from it. So I chose trucking because not only is it a job, but it's a lifestyle. I can be myself.
Nice. Where are some out-of-country places that you traveled so far in your journey?
I've been to Ghana. I've been to Mexico. I've been to Jamaica. I've been to Puerto Rico, up and all over. Then I just came back from Dubai. So then got back home, though. But I've been a lot of places.
Nice. And you said you just got back to Dubai. But before I get to that, I want to ask you, what made you want to start a YouTube and monetize it?
Well, I wanted to share my journey with others, and I didn't really think about starting a YouTube until one of my coworkers from my old company. They said, hey, you should start a YouTube channel. It would be great. And I was like, I don't think I want to start a YouTube channel because I'm like, who's going to watch trucking? And I was like, okay. So I started the YouTube channel, and then I surprisingly ended up getting a little bit of a following. And I wanted to share my trucking career, my trucking journey with people, my traveling journey, and hopefully encourage others to get into the field as well because it's a very good fun job, even though it could be very dangerous. But trucking is where it's at.
Really, it can be dangerous.
Very, yes, very dangerous for women, I would say.
Okay.
Especially for women.
Really, what are some of the dangers
Yeah.
that you've heard about so far?
Women getting killed, just random people walking up to you, trying to bother you because they think you're by yourself, or people getting robbed, especially. Well, men get robbed as well, but for women, it's like very, very dangerous, especially at nighttime when you're walking to the truck stop and use the bathroom at night, and it's 3 o'clock in the morning. You gotta watch out because there's a lot of crazy people out there that's looking to watch you slip.
Hmm. Wow. Thank you for telling me that. Thank you for
Yeah, it's
telling me that.
crazy out here.
Just because, from the outside looking in, you see the glitz and glam of it, but you really don't see the daily. And that's why I'm like, wow, like I needed that detail. So thank you for painting that picture. And you just said
Yeah.
you came back from your trip from Dubai. So let's get to the meat and bones now. Let's get to the meat and bones now.
Okay.
Could you please walk us through your Dubai trip and what happened?
My Dubai trip. Well, I went to Dubai in September of last year, actually, in 2022. Went back again. I thought it was a very fun place, and I kind of got a feel for Dubai once I went back that second time, and things really took a turn. And I wanted to start my own trucking tour out there in Dubai. Actually, I want to be the first female truck driver to do that. I thought that would be a really, really good experience for me. So things happened where I was involved in a minor fender bender car accident with a friend in Dubai, and things didn't go so well when that happened. So I was the passenger of a minor fender bender, and my friend went to jail for not having the proper driver's license on them, and then I ended up getting arrested as well because that's just how things happen in Dubai. So we ended up going to jail, and I got locked up, unfortunately, even though I had nothing to do with it.
Right.
And all my belongings were inside of the car, and I didn't know what to do. I'm out there by myself. I don't know anybody there. I'm like, this is really crazy. Like, I would have known this. I would have came back here if I knew the laws were really this strict.
Right.
And so, as I got released, I went to the rental car agency to go get my belongings that was in the car. And I got there, and me and the guy, we get into a shouting match, or an argument, you would say. And so he didn't want to give my belongings. He was like very aggressive with me. I guess I'm a female there, and so in Dubai, it's normally you should take somebody with you as a woman when you're involved in something like this because they're gonna look at you as nothing. I'm like, you know what? Get out of my office. So I got there and we talked, and he's like, yeah, we're gonna give you your stuff back, no problem. I'm like, yeah, thank you so much. And then he's like, no, you gotta pay us $5,000 to get all your stuff back. We gotta have that car. I'm like, how do I get the car back? I wasn't the driver. How do I get my things back? He's like, well, you need to go figure it out. I'm like, wow, why is this guy yelling at me? Like, I guess it's acceptable in Dubai because it's their country and that's what they can do that. And I don't have a right to, I guess, speak up for myself. And, so me, I'm going to a shouting match, and he became very angry at me, and I got upset for him. And I walked out, and then he's like, hey, I'm going to call the police on you because I'm not allowed to shout back at men there. So the police was called. And then this is where things took a turn. For the most part, I went to that jail to go check on my friend, and that's when I ended up getting arrested. They said I had a warrant out for my arrest, and I didn't even know that. So I would have been trying to fly back home, not knowing that I had a warrant out for my arrest. And boom, I went to jail. So nobody knew where I was, and I finally ended up making international news headlines.
Yes, yes. Actually, the YouTube short and the TikTok video charted as 1.7 million of supporters that were wanting you to come back home.
Nice. Awesome.
And we spoke off record about this, but for the listeners, I put a post up because when it came on the Guardian, I seen it on the Guardian. It was a post, I think, or the Star, the Guardian. I put it on my page. Her fan base instantly DM'd me quickly about, is she okay? Do I know any updates? They actually see my name in the credits, and it's my same name as my Instagram name. It was beyond belief to see her fans go to bat for her for how long they were holding you there. I guess the questions that I personally want to ask you about that before you came back home is, was there any mistreatment, and is there anything that you could have did different that you feel like in that situation out in Dubai?
Well, I feel like I should have never went back there to begin with because, but I'm happy I went back because I got to see how they mistreat people there, and I kind of got a feel for it. So now that I'm back, I'm able to let people know like these things you gotta look out for. You can know all the rules, all the laws, but no one doesn't know all the laws of Dubai, less known in the USA. So I feel like a lot of that kind of takes a toll on what people should know. It's really different.
Yeah, and I feel like you're really sharing that story because of keep it under wraps in Dubai. Definitely made me
Yeah,
understand. Yeah. And for the listeners, it's a Muslimic country in Dubai. So women's rights over there right now are on a
doesn't.
yeah, it doesn't exist right now. And it's a fight, it's protest, it's really unfortunate. The best way to explain it for me without being disrespectful is if you want to go back 1,000 years, just go back. Go ahead and go
Yeah,
back
go back
over.
to Dubai.
Well, thankfully, like I said, you had a 1.7 million. You had Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee. You had your mother and family as well to bring you back here, and congratulations on that as well. Um,
Thank you.
so I guess now after being currently viral for this and your news interviews and everything, what's next for the Sassy Trucker?
Well, next, as of right now, I want to just kind of relax because it was like a very overwhelming situation for me. I never been anything like that in my life, and it was scary. So right now, I want to just relax and kind of get a feel for life again because life is like a little bit different now. I have to kind of move differently. I can't just go back and jump inside the truck and start driving because I guess people out to get me. I think because I had a few death threats, so I kind of got to move on the low. And I just want to just chill, relax, and spend some time with family and friends and recuperate from the situation. And then eventually, I want to buy my own truck and get back there on the road and not be out there like that.
I
So that's
understand.
my next goal.
No more, not too many overseas trips. It sounds like.
Well, I do want to take a trip, but right now I'm just going to chill.
Nice, nice, nice. I think that's nice. I want to thank you for answering these questions. And I'm here with the Sassy Trucker. We are about to commence the topics and solutions segment, where we give you a few topics that we feel that you need to be aware of and also solutions on how to fix them. The first one I want to start with you is the gift and curse of smartphones.
If you said for the gift or a curse
The gift and curse.
hmm
So
of
here's
smartphone,
of smartphones. So here's the statistics as is the average American spends 7 hours and 4 minutes staring at a screen per day. Globally, the average screen time per day is 6 hours and 58 minutes. Americans spend on average 3 hours and 43 minutes on their phone per day. Experts recommend less than 2 hours of screen time per day. How you feel about that?
I feel like it's taking a toll on people and vision too because when you get older, you're not going to be able to see later. So I think it does really take toll on people. It's a curse. Definitely a curse.
Man, Mama Hella did tell us that back in the days, huh? Don't sit too close to the
Because I
TV.
can't see now. I'm kind of blind myself
Swear.
from it. Yeah,
Sitting
a
too
little
cl-
bit, yeah.
sitting too close to the
Especially at
TV.
night. Yeah,
Yeah, them Disney movies was good though back then. Yeah,
definitely.
I was up close as a mug. But I got some solutions. I want to see how you feel about them.
Some solutions, I would say that people can take a break from the iPhone, maybe just be on their phone maybe like an hour out of that time, and then that can minimize the them being on their phone and they'll be able to see later on. Because I think when you're on a phone like that, it's going to take a toll on you, like I said before. So if we could just step back and just chill and spend that time with family, it could be a gift if you really think about it.
Yeah, it can be a gift if used rightly. And then
Yeah.
there's the curse side as well because I be, as we all do. How much time do you spend on your phone?
I would say about 2 hours of the time. 2 hours a day, for the most part.
Sassy,
Because
for
it's been a
real?
little bit easier lately.
Okay, okay. You know what? That makes sense. Okay, okay. That makes perfect sense. I get it. Yeah, you chilling. Downtime is no. Yeah, I get it. That makes perfect sense. I was about to say, whoa, how long? Okay, wowzers. What the? Oh God. But I like that, and I actually gonna scratch that off one of my topics. Another one is mealtime isn't screen time. Put your phone away during meals, no matter what you're eating. What you think of that?
Yes, I do think people should put their phone away during meals because you need to pay close attention to whoever you're with, and the food is probably good. So
Enjoy
I would
that.
definitely say you want to enjoy that food, unless if it's not good food, then don't eat it. But especially if it's tacos. So
Girl, you in Texas, so what you trying to tell me? Tex-Mex better than Dago?
they
Than
got a
mine?
few taco trucks here. So when it comes to tacos, I mean, I can put my phone down. So
Yeah, yeah,
I
right,
like to
right.
on that part.
Yeah, the hometown still got that.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I need to do that when I eat my food and put my phone away. I have a problem with doing that.
Wow, that's sad. Sorry to
Yeah,
hear that.
I know. It's the promoting thing. You know what I mean? Dinosaur promoting. Let me say that. Dinosaur promoting. Okay, this is a good one that I do need to hear. Let me see what you think. Bedrooms are a screen-free zone. Keep the screens in a communal area.
Bedrooms are really bedrooms as in like the master bedroom, like
Just
regular rooms.
just the whole room. Going inside your bedroom.
Oh, yes, I agree with that. I think the bedrooms are privacy and that should be screen free.
Okay. Okay. Honestly, I don't bring my. Oh, never mind. Let me not lie to y'all. Let me not lie to y'all. My phone be attached to me like my me shmoo. Okay. But I'm gonna end it with that one. I think those are great ones, and I like what you told me. Specifically, I needed to hear this. This is all preaching to myself. Stay off the phone, and I will. Too much. My kids have a problem with it as well, and I will get on them about that. Facts. Okay, so here's the next one: relationships versus arrangements. Pew Research Center found 30% of U.S. adults are neither married, living with a partner, nor engaged in a committed relationship. Nearly half of all young adults are single, 34% of women, and a whopping 63% of men. What you think of that statistic?
I think it's true because a lot of people prefer a arrangement over relationships because they just want to hit it and quit it. And with relationships, it's I guess it's too much work. So I totally agree. But I prefer a relationship.
Right. I think, and I think you'll agree when I put it like this, because we grew up in a time where we were taught common things like pull the chair out for a lady, open the car door, open the door,
Right.
romancing, talking on the house phone for a long time. I am a 90s baby from 91, so it's like nowadays it's just not like that really. It's really no time to get to know
To
each
find.
other and work for things. You know what I mean? Work to show that. So, and I will say this for the men before I get to some solutions. I think that it's a gray area for men right now because it's a new age of men. Does that make sense? Is no more this misogynist man view of men don't cry, men don't care about this with a woman, and he brings home the bacon, she works. Is now a gray space where men are being very transparent about their emotions, their thoughts, and I think it's just confusing for men because we don't really know where to start off with because we've been taught something wrong for so long. It's like now is duality with it. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Do you know where to start?
Yeah, I've been expressive. I mean, you see where I'm at. I'm behind the mic, gal. Hello.
Right.
I've been an expressive person for a long time because I understood that.
Okay. Good.
Yeah, yeah, but
Not everybody has that ability, so that's great.
being bullied and stuff back in the day that pushed me to gang members. So like it's like after that, then you go to the family. You know how Dago is. Our families is
Oh
all
yeah.
yeah, it's all gangs in there.
Full
So
of games. Full of a
right,
lot of games and
right,
drugs.
yes, yeah,
It could
yeah,
be very
girl, girl. So here's some solutions that I think should happen if somebody does want to get into a relationship and break that cusp. Learn to love yourself before loving others.
I agree with that.
Okay,
Because you
okay.
gotta love yourself first before someone else will love you.
And it can take time to learn. Yeah, you got to learn love the good and the bad, and you got to be real about the bad. Okay.
You gotta enjoy your own company too before you get into a relationship. You gotta learn how to just enjoy your own company because you might have that relationship and it's not gonna work out if you just want to be with that person just to have them. Because when they're gone and going out on trips, having fun, then what are you gonna do?
Right,
So
right,
I think that people can enjoy your own company and
right.
learn how to be alone. Then you'll be able to love yourself and find somebody that fits you.
Nice. I like that. That was well put. Now, for men and women, this solution: offer to pay for the first date. What you think of that?
I don't believe that if the man asks me out on a date, then he needs to pay for it. But if I ask him out on a date, then I'll offer to pay, but he still wouldn't allow me to pay. I mean, he's a man, so
And
he gotta take the.
I think that's an accurate assessment. Guess what? There's a study out, girl. 78% of Americans believe that the man should pay for the first date.
Yes,
Yeah,
they should pay.
it's just common courtesy. You don't have to go Dutch all the time. And I think people's pockets ain't too broke nowadays. We know how to make more money than we used to back in the days.
In Europe, they go Dutch a lot. That's the common thing to do there in Europe. To go Dutch in the UK,
Yeah,
they don't
right.
believe that a man should pay.
Right. They don't believe that in a lot of other cultures, but and we can get into that in another conversation. Okay, how about this one? Ease yourself into enjoying simple experiences.
Yes, I agree. I
Chewing
feel
your
like a lot
food
of people
slow.
gotta have their phones out and you could just be relaxed and enjoying the experience.
Exactly.
I gotta learn how to do that actually, because I'm always recording and not using myself for simple experience.
Hey, look, girl, these topics is for you, me, and everybody else. I be preaching to myself that. Facts, but you're right. Like, chew my food slow. Really enjoy watching that film. When I smoke my Zaza, really hit it slow. Like, stop rushing through my blunt. It be like that. It be like that. Good one. This is my last one. Listen to your heart, soul, and your gut.
Okay.
Right. Listening to your intuition and moving forward with it and trusting yourself.
Oh, I do that all the time. I listen to my intuition, but I guess when I went to Dubai, I used my intuition when I got on that flight. But I believe intuition tells you everything about things, decisions that you're going to make. I don't really listen to my gut, even though I have the gut feeling about things. I always follow my intuition. I'm always right with my intuition. Never things to tell me.
Hey man, it's scientific. That's a chakra on you. You feel me? Your little radar. And dee, 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 dee. It be filling the whole room. Girl, I heard a scientist say when somebody says the vibe is off in a room, that's a scientific note. That's, oh, okay. Because you can feel. You can feel when the vibe is off in the room. So don't question
That's
that,
true.
people. My last one is this, and it'll be quick. My field is with social equity, putting black, brown, and indigenous people in managerial positions and executive positions, if that makes sense, owning companies and stuff like that. And this one is called the criteria of a cannabis social equity program. The criteria can be anybody. It doesn't have to be you, a black woman, or me, a black man. It can be a white man that lived in Southeast, you know what I mean, the war on drugs, Southeast San Diego, and when it's supposed to be
Right.
designated towards rectifying the war on drugs towards black, brown, and indigenous. So here's the statistic. Within California, social equity programs are administered at the local level. Therefore, each jurisdiction creates its own social equity eligibility criteria. However, a person is usually eligible for these programs based on having a qualifying income and living in an area that was disproportionately criminalized by cannabis. What that's pretty much saying is that a jurisdiction gets to make the rules on how to qualify for social equity if you're in the cannabis space. So if you live in Southeast San Diego, you either have to have a cannabis conviction, which are usually the basic standards, been locked up for weed, lived in a impoverished area, or have qualifying income.
You see what I think about that?
Yeah, because I don't like that criteria.
I think that's wrong. I feel like they should be more open minded to people not just being subsidized as just that. I think that's not right at all. That's very wrong.
It's very wrong. It's pretty much saying, you know what? Black people, brown people, indigenous go in the back. Whoever gets this first come, first serve. I'd rather give it
That's
to,
not,
and it's not fair. It's
I
a
don't
lot
like
of,
it.
girl, it's a lot of white owners in this space. I'm not racist, but I'm just calling it what it is. It's a lot. and it's an increase in the measure for what in black, brown, or indigenous in these positions. You know what I'm saying? Here's some
But we can
solutions.
put ourselves in that position to where we don't have to depend on them, and them just telling us what we can and cannot do. So if we can kind of come together as one, as black and brown people, we don't have to depend on the white man.
No, you're right, because right now essentially we are depending on the white man right now. That was well said. That was well said. So here's some other solutions that I have to go behind that. It's only 3. Use proper language to identify black, indigenous, people of color as the first recipients for social equity. Reverse the U.S.'s first come and first serve rule, and no lottery system. They have a lottery system where they like roll a ball pretty much. Whoever wins this gets the shop and gets this burden that we're gonna put on you. It's unfair, and I feel like all people deserve more. That kind of treatment is uncruel. It's unhumanely. It's unhumane, and it's something that I definitely don't approve of. And being the brood of is. I want to thank you for joining me for that segment of topics and solutions. I really appreciate that. You had some helpful things.
Thanks for having me, and thanks for letting me use your beats for my YouTube videos.
Nice always. You know I got more. As soon as you need them, ASAP they coming through. Hello.
Thank you.
No problem. Keep it up, girl. I'm very proud of you. Very happy you back as well.
Thanks. I'm happy to be back myself.
Listeners, now I'm going to leave you with a little message I thought about on the freeway, as always. My Mr. Rogers in the neighborhood message, but for real. Sometimes you got to understand that being by yourself, you're going to learn a lot of things, but you can always grow a little better being around people that you love, being around somebody that you love. Somebody that I work with today named Kevin, he's a receptionist downstairs at where we work at March and Nash. I thought that it just really hit me hard when he told me that, because he's going through a patch right now, and he was just saying, like, my girl really helped me go through that patch, right? Because they're growing together. And when he was by himself, he learned a lot about himself, but he felt like he learned more being with her. It touched me so much because I never heard it like that. I just never heard it like that. It's hard to describe love sometimes. A lot of people say it's unbalanced, but that was a perfect way to describe it. You know what I mean?
I agree with him. That's actually a very smart way of putting things.
Very. And I told him I'm going to talk about it on this show with you. I'm like, because it just made me think. So you can spend all this time by yourself and build this exterior that, I got it on my own. But you only grow better with a team of support, a team of love. And it's better to grow with a team than just by yourself.
Yeah, I agree. And I think also because he learned how to be alone, he learned how to appreciate others that serve to support him as well. He can really, because he wanted that support, so it's going to be even better. Because a lot of people, they can be alone, but they didn't learn how to be by themselves. And he, like he said, he learned how to be alone, and having his girl with him, it helped him become a better person. So I agree that that's very good way of putting it, of how he put that.
Man, thank you, Sass, and thank you, Kevin, for that. I really, really appreciate you hitting me with that. It gave me goosebumps, bruh. Sassy, I want to thank you again for joining us in the Doty Connection.
You're welcome.
I am your host, Mr. Wowzer, and we are out.
Partying all night until we lose candlelight. Just like the stick up on me, I'ma always be on your side. And you so sexy every time I see you, babe, it's on sight. So what you wanna do, dinner anywhere, let's take a flight. Or we could do something different since we used to the high life. Favorite meal whipped in the kitchen, let's Netflix and get high. You feel me?
Thanks for listening to the Doty Connection. Be sure to follow and subscribe whenever you listen to your podcasts. To read the blog associated with this episode, visit olismedia.com. This episode was produced in studios located in San Diego, California. Lena Alvarez is co-producer. Serving as executive producer and co-founder is JC Polk, and Chad Peace is president and co-founder. Olas Media is an IVC media company.
Olas Media.